All right, y'all. Your boy Sergeant Lynch. I'm back. I was looking at one of my old videos that says, "Do soldiers strategically plan pregnancies?" In the beginning of that video, I put out that I had completed my first year as a sergeant first class, and my first year and a half, I think I said, as a platoon sergeant, which seems crazy right now because it seems like it's been longer than that. I took over my platoon in January 9th of 2023. Today's the 26th of 2025. So about 2 years and like 2 weeks and a couple days, like 4 days or something like that, of being a platoon sergeant. Why does it seem longer than that? Time is just crazy how it is, man. And then if I got promoted sergeant first class June 1st of 2023, it means I'm only at a year and some change, a year and 6 months or something like that, 7 months of being a platoon sergeant. And it seems crazy, man. And I think the reason why it seems so wild, I don't know, I think military time is just crazy in general, but personally, just the stuff that I'm going through as a platoon sergeant, this has to probably be my second. I thought it was gonna be a good time, but this probably has to be my second worst time that I've experienced so far in the military as far as being in a leadership position. My first worst time, of course, when I got promoted from specialist to sergeant. My time as a sergeant was my absolute worst, professionally and personally. I was going through so many things, professionally or personally, one or the other. They trickled into the other one, and I just had a rough time, man. I had a really rough time. I don't know. There's this one soldier when I was a sergeant or a staff sergeant who, was my battle buddy and kind of a friend at one point in time, that I ended up, moving up in the ranks faster than them. And when things got thick between us, UCMJ happened. And initially that soldier had to get, separated from the army. And I don't know, I can't stop thinking about it, this is one of those things where we talk about in the army, talk about being resilient and not letting things get to you. And I don't show it when I'm at work. And it doesn't offend me it doesn't hurt me so much that I'm losing sleep and stuff over it. But I don't know, every time I think about it, I look up on Facebook. It's weird because you would think somebody that you had bad things going on with y'all. Let me move over. You would think somebody that you had bad things going on with y'all in the military, like you probably wouldn't care and you wouldn't be looking. But I find myself looking that person up on Facebook and stuff just to see what they're into. For a long time, I couldn't find them. And I know specifically because when we were going through things, when we were having our struggles with each other or whatever, that soldier blocked me on Facebook. They would talk about me on Facebook, but then they ended up blocking me on Facebook, so I couldn't see anything because they like to get on Facebook and vent how they feel about me and whatever the case may be. Your leaders look you up on social media. Sometimes your leaders look up on social media and they find you and they see what you're into and stuff like that. So I don't know, but again, just UCMJ stuff is just wild right now, man. It's wild right now. It's been wild for me, I think, like my whole career, just dealing with soldiers. And you have to recommend UCMJ actions against them because they're not upholding the standards or they disrespect you or whatever the case may be. You got to do what you got to do. The reason why I'm talking about this right now is because at this current time in my platoon, I have 3 soldiers that are on extra duty because of different things that they've done. And I don't really want to, maybe right now, I don't want to get into the things that they did to get them, that they're in trouble and going through the punishment phase right now. And I definitely don't want to say their names and stuff, but it's just wild. It's wild. When I first took over the platoon, I had 2 or 3 soldiers going through UCMJ from before that I got there and took leadership. They were already going through things. So, I mean, you would think that you get used to it. I think at some point in time, some leaders do get used to it. For me, it's just different, seeing the different reactions of the soldiers when they're going through, seeing how resilient they are when they're going through the situation. Right now, I'm really concerned about one of mine that are going through the situation because as a leader, it's really good for you to like get to know your soldiers and their living situation and how, you know, things before they came in the military. It helps you and them to build a trust between each other. It shows that you care, you have, you know, you care, and it kind of gives you a idea, I guess, sometimes of how to deal with soldiers when they're going through things, to know kind of their thought process when they start going through things and all that kind of stuff. It helps you to know them on a different level. For instance, you know, knowing where your soldiers came from. If they came from, you know, an urban environment, you know, if they came from the streets and they were going through a lot of struggles and stuff before they came in the military, they're gonna have a certain way about them. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm trying to get at? They're gonna have a certain way about them that can be taken disrespectful at any time. It can be taken disrespectful at any time, especially from someone who doesn't know that soldier, who doesn't know where they're from, doesn't know how they react and respond to things. Me personally, knowing where the soldiers are from and knowing their background and stuff, I know how they used to be, even though the way that they used to be before they joined the military is not how they're supposed to be now. Soldiers bring that with them. They bring that with them. I remember me as a PFC and a specialist, one of my best friends and one of my best battle buddies in the Army, he used to always say it, the vulgar N-word. He'd be like, man, I'm just an N-word in a uniform. And guess what? That soldier, even though I know he's a good guy, or he was a good guy at that point, we don't speak anymore, but he was going through a lot of things. He got recommended for UCMJ because the past lifestyle that he lived, he brought that with him and was incorporating that and mixing that in with being a soldier, which you just can't. You can't even mix, you shouldn't be mixing your personal life with your professional life. I've even gotten in trouble on YouTube because there's certain videos and certain ways that I'm doing, I'm mixing my personal with the professional. I can't be on YouTube talking about in the same video and in the same sentence, you know, I'm a drill sergeant and like I'm drinking a beer. I'm talking about being a drill sergeant and my job is a drill sergeant, and I'm talking about how professional I am at work, but here I am on this YouTube video drinking beer and, you know, telling people to call me by like a nickname. I understood when I had got in trouble, you know, a few years back. And I'm not even gonna say when I got in trouble, but when it was noticed that I was doing my things on YouTube and it didn't line up. So even stuff like that in the Army as soldiers can take a toll on us and in the things that we're doing. But yeah, I'm just going through like a lot right now. My time right now is not the best time. Aside of, you know, just dealing with that stuff while I'm in a leadership position, I have, you know, other things like I forget a lot of stuff at work where there's a lot of different things going, we always say there's a lot of different gears, there's a lot of moving parts going on right now. And when things like that happen, a lot of stuff slips my mind and I forget things, you know, and, you know, different tasks and stuff that I'm supposed to complete or something that I should be tracking the progress of. And then, you know, when somebody asks me what's going on with it and I don't have the answer or I forgot to do something or something, that's when it comes back. It comes down on me. I'm not being proficient at my leadership duties. So I was going through that for a while. You know, it's the beginning of the year. Who wants to start their year off like that? So yeah, those are the reasons why I would probably say this is just not the best time for me. It's probably the second worst time for me in the Army in my career. On a good note, I've been here on this post since 2017, November 2017. 7 years and 2 months I've been here on this post, but I finally have a new assignment getting ready to come up where I get to leave this duty station, move to a new state, have a new duty station, new job position, and all that good stuff. So that's going to be coming up, you know, soon, later on in the year. I'll keep y'all posted on that. It's been a long time since I posted a video. I just wanted to get up here and post something, let y'all know I'm still here, I'm still rocking, I'm still big PSG. And yeah, things don't always go well for soldiers in the Army. Things don't always go well for you when you're in a leadership position. It's just up and down sometimes. But anyway, thank y'all for coming through and checking me out. I apologize for not posting a video in so long. Just got a lot of stuff going on. Y'all stay focused and motivated. Keep moving. Keep doing what you're doing. Or choose a new road. Choose a new road to success. And just keep on going. Don't give up on what you're doing. Keep pushing. I think one day we'll all get there. So y'all stay focused and motivated. Sergeant Lynch, I really gotta fix this side over here. I'm gonna fix it. Sergeant Lynch, I'm gonna holler at y'all. I'm out. Yeah.